Hi. So anyway, I wanted to come on and talk about, okay, so we're just gonna call it out right now. Something's going on with my skin. I'm aware of it, you're aware of it. Let's move on. So I think I've been making really good, no, I know that I've been making really good progress in the past week or so. I'm really noticing when my brain starts talking to me, and they're not thoughts that I willfully created, but thoughts that just kind of come up and have the habit of being there. One of them is, I can't handle this. And I haven't thought this thought for a while. And I think that's why I started noticing when it came back, because it made me feel gross, right? I was like, ooh, no. But immediately when I heard it, I was like, that's just silly. Like, of course you can handle this. This is a silly thing to say. So it happened a bunch of times, and I kept on saying, like, it's a silly thing to say. Like, of course you can handle it. Of course you can handle it. You're totally able to handle it. So that's a really good thing. And I've been noticing other thoughts, you know what I mean? Like things that come up and feelings, and I'm able to be more of an observer rather than getting lost in them. What was it this morning? I don't remember, but it was this feeling that I was just like, okay, I'm feeling that. And that was really good. I'm really proud of myself for this. The other thing that's happening concurrently, and I think has to do with it, I'm not sure if it's causal or whatever, interdependent, is that, so with the energy stuff, like I've still been working with the energy stuff that I've been talking about for over a year now. Well, not a year, almost a year. And I've kind of reached a level where I've cleared everything that can easily get out. I've cut some stuff off that I've been able to get rid of, and it just goes in levels. Like I have to find different ways. Like I'll get rid of the energy, I'll let go of the energy that I can in the way that I'm doing it, and then that doesn't work anymore. And because it's the rest of the energy is attached in a different way. I'm down further. I'm like getting closer and closer to having all of this, not all of it, obviously. I mean, I'm a human. Being able to let go of all this tension and energy. And it's kind of like webbing or gauze or something that I can feel, and it's attached to different points in my body. Bodies, right? Both my energetic and my physical body. And they're knots. Like they're like a knot in a muscle. They're really tight. And when these things start going, they go in circles because there's some scars, right? Like they're the points that I focused on something, my attention was drawn to it, and I wouldn't let it pass all the way through, so I held it there. And we all have lots of those, but I had a lot of those. And it does go in a circle, like it literally physically goes in a circle. And I sort of found a way where, this is gonna sound so weird, I'm taking my energy, everything is energy, right? I'm taking my focus, and I'm kind of it sounds strange, but I'm feeling around with my focus in my body and in my energetic body to see where these things are. And I'm locating them, and some of them are really stuck on the outside or the inside, just stuck there. And some of the stuff, I mean, it's all stuck, kind of sticking there, but like some of it I can kind of come in with, like, I think of it as sort of a knife of my focus, my consciousness, and I kind of am able to kind of go around the outside of it. So it kind of feels like it's peeling off, for instance, in the back, like from the back of my skull, it feels like there's something peeling out of there. It feels really good because it's like, wow, that was tense, and it's being released. But I'm noticing, like last night, I was letting go of tension, and I noticed, like, it's been quite obvious to me for a long time that I carry a lot of, and a lot of us do, but a lot of my blockages are in my throat, the throat chakra, being able to express yourself or whatever. That's where like a lot of them are concentrated, and I was letting go of some of them, and literally my throat hurt because I've gotten down to a point where as the energy comes out, I'm discovering like any weird pains that I've had in my life have to do with this. Like I'll be letting it go. For instance, a lot of times I've gotten this thing where I thought like my glands were swollen because they hurt so much. And I go to the doctor and she's like, no, they're not swollen. I'm like, how the hell are they not swollen? They really hurt. And it turns out it was energy. It's blocked energy. Because I can feel it coming out and I get that same feeling as it's coming out. You know, at this point, it's been blocked under so many other things. And so now I'm actually touching it, getting down to where it actually is, which is great. But like I have like weird pains like over here, like just all over, like in the back of my head. Like ever have like all of a sudden you just get a pain in the back of your head or in your eye or whatever? It's energy, blocked energy. And as I'm letting go, like I can feel it, like it's just this relief. But I mean, I can't describe it other than like it's just coming out of literally the fibers of my muscles and being released, and it feels really good. But it seems to be endless. Like it's okay. I don't talk too much about this. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. Like as I'm releasing, especially from like an area that's been tense, I can lay there for hours, literally, as it pours out of the muscle. Just like how much, like my muscles aren't that big. But anyway, so as I've been clearing that out, like just a minute ago, I kind of had a rest and I was clearing a lot, and it got to the point where like there were some spaces, some parts where it's stuck that feels like steel. That's how hard it feels. And, like, yeah. And I was able to kind of loosen some of those. And like right now, it's feeling much more clear in my head and my throat and stuff than I have in a long time. It's like it's easier to breathe. Anyway, but there's still stuff there. I mean, there's still another level there, but I'm getting a lot of this out. And I think that's helping me, or it's somehow correlated with this being able to see my thoughts and feelings in a different way thing and not get lost in them. So I'm pretty proud of myself for that. Is there anything else I wanted to say? I think there was. What was it? I don't remember. I'll come back on and tell you when I think of it. But I think that's really cool. Like you do the work and you are rewarded. It just takes a while. You know, you do the work and honestly, also when I get to this point, I'm more interested in doing, now that I'm like kind of seeing, I guess it kind of goes in spurts and, gosh, what's going on with my skin? It kind of goes in spurts and stuff. Like I just had this big, I'm going through a period where I'm able to, what's the word? Oh, I just had it. I'm a writer and I don't know words. Anyway, I'm at a point where I'm able to kind of offload some of this energy. And I just totally messed my thought process up. Where was I going with that? Anyway, I'm glad that I'm loosening this energy up and I'm able to get more of a distance from my thoughts and feelings to be able to, so now I feel like I'm rewarded it, which encourages me to work harder or work more on the stuff that I'm working on. I'm also wondering, I have to say this, I'm also wondering if the reason I get so flushed in my face, I mean, yeah, I have rosacea, but I'm wondering if it has to do with blocked in these energies, because I feel like it does. I feel like everything has to do with energy. Anyway, so that's that. And I'm grateful for these turns of event, and I'm interested in keeping them here and building on them. And I hope that you keep working on your stuff too, so that you too can advance in your spiritual and personal development. It's nice to see that there are milestones. I don't know, there's not goalposts, but milestones. You get to a point and you're like, oh, I see the payoff of my work. You know what I mean? And when I first started doing this, that was pretty evident a lot, like all the time. I'm like, oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. But you know, you can get into a slump or whatever. Yes, everything, like literally everything is energy. And yeah, so I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful for my increased awareness and getting this, letting go of these energies that are just so blocked, just so like, ugh. They literally block it. Like if I let go of an energy here, like the energy that's up here blocks it from leaving. It's like literally blocks of energy. Okay. Anyway, I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for me. I'm grateful for the work that I'm doing. And I am very grateful that I'm able to share it with you. And I'm grateful for the tree outside that's dancing in the breeze. So I'm just going to remind you guys, as I get back to work, that you can always choose to have a grateful day.